I have few questions which some people have messaged me. So is it okay if I
Sure,
ask
sir.
you? Okay.
Sure,
So
sir.
there is
Sure, sir.
one person, he says, can I use micro injection of SCR7 or RS1 to improve the CRISPR HDR knock-in?
So, in this case, sir, there is a like different kind of approach for using the micro injection. So, directly we cannot use the micro injection thing, but we can incorporate with our vector. But directly we cannot use.
Okay. Okay. So with the help of a vector only, we can go ahead with it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So there was one person, he wanted to use it in for genome editing in plants. I think in the last second last slide in the CRISPR genome database, I think for plant it is separately given. You've shown that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then there is
Apart
one
from that,
person.
sir, it's pardon, sir. It is more studied in plant. In India, if we will have a look on the CRISPR studied,
Mhm.
like IARI have launched one rice species and one this tomato plant as well, which have the resistant against bacterial invasion. This sorry, viral and some parasite invasion. So
Oh, okay.
there are a lot of commendable research has been done in the plant. So if we will go for a study, plant is more studied using CRISPR-Cas system.
Okay. Okay. So I think IARI are the people who are doing more work on this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are like 7 to 8 variety have been generated in IARI using the
Mhm.
CRISPR-Cas system.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. So I think those who
Yes,
are the viewers who are working on plants, they can definitely refer to the IARI papers and publications, and they can get a lot of
yes,
information from there. Okay.
yes,
So
sir. Yes.
there is one person in like for livestock. So genome editing in livestock, how feasible it is? Like
Pardon, sir.
animals, genome editing in livestock, so mainly like cows or like pet animals.
So, sir, genome is editing in livestock has been, uh, except mice, has been banned. Uh, Pro internationally, it has been banned. But
Hmm.
when it was tried on livestock, except human, uh, off target finding was more there. That's why I have mentioned that when we will go for experimental purpose, that time we will find out some off targeting site is there. But if we can see like this sickle cell anemia case,
Hmm.
so there is a lady in which it was done and it was done successfully. So it is like fruitful to do in human as well, but just because of some ethical issue and to avoid some off targeting and to get some unwanted mutation, it's been stopped.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So in India, are there any legal issues for that? Ethical issues are there in India also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In India, ethical issues are there. Only some registered lab they are doing, or they are limited till mice only.
Okay. Okay.
Not on monkey. Also, it's allowed.
Hmm. Right, right. I
Yeah.
remember NBRI, they used to do a lot of on monkeys and crows, and due to ethical
Yes.
issues, slowly they stopped working on that. And like IGIB, NII, they all work on mice model only, but not on the
Yes, sir.
genome
So,
editing part. Right.
yeah, the biggest lab we have, Devjyoti Chakrabarti lab in IGIB, and
Mhm.
they are just limited to mice only, just
Right,
because of
right.
ethical issue.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Right. So, Vikas, I have one question. How early can bacteria integrate spacer sequences in CRISPR loci?
So, sir, uh, this is like a natural phenomena. So, CRISPR loci is itself the region of bacteria.
Mhm.
So, it depends on the viral DNA that when it comes. So, when viral DNA will invade that time, the RAC1 and RAC2 domain is there. How frequently they will respond, this Cas9 nuclease will activate the CRISPR loci to target that region or that viral DNA.
Okay, okay.
So this depend on the not only on CRISPR loci, this depend majorly on RAC one rack 2 and rough C domain, which initiate the clearance.
Okay, okay, that's well explained. Right, right. So, and the last question is, can you use a LAG-Z promoter to express a sgRNA for CRISPR?
No, sir, we cannot use Laxi promoter. Actually, that is in different when we go for this PFAS vector along with this polyhedron promoter. That
Mhm.
time, if we want to go for blue-white staining bacteria, so that is in useful in insect cell expression system. When we want to go for protein expression, that time LAGZ is useful for blue-white staining. But for this purpose, LAGZ is not useful, because at this we are not looking for some expression, we are looking for editing. So for editing, LAGZ is not useful.
Okay, okay. Well, very well explained,
That is
Vedant.
useful. Yeah, sir, that is useful in
Hmm.
insects for a protein expression.
Okay. Oh, that is true. That is right. Right.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
I think for entomologists who are looking for this type of work, I think they can think of, right.
Yes, sir, they can think of, and those who are working on insect cell or the baculovirus expression system, or
Hmm.
like in the molecular biology itself, like someone want to express their protein, which are mammalian protein, and they want to with post-translation modification. That time they can use the baculovirus expression system, and in that one, this DS10 back cells are there, which
Mhm.
have backmate DNA with LAGZ cell.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, before we end this session, I have one personal question. Like I see you have not left any net or like be it CSIR, be it ICMR, and like so many times. So my simple question is why so many times? You want to take a challenge something?
Sir, actually, if I will say directly, like when first time I thought about the preparation of JRF,
Uh-huh.
that time whoever was close to me, known to me, they just laugh. Okay, this guy is going to qualify the exam.
Oh.
So yeah, it was like a challenge. And another thing, like in a one way, I have given all the exam. So I have qualified all exam in a one way, in a one time, and I have qualified CSIR 4 times. So the reason that in India there is a cut-off system, if you have a good rank, you can get a good institute.
Correct.
So
Correct.
before getting enrollment in PhD, I have
Hmm.
given these exams. So that's why I have got these much exams.
No, I think you are really an inspiration to those people who are aspiring for CSIR net. So any word of enthusiasm to them or for motivation to the CSIR aspirants basically?
Like for me, it doesn't matter that what you have to read, but it matters more what you need not to read, because
Hmm.
what you need to leave when you are reading, once if you will know this, then you can particularly focus on that part which you need to read, because sometimes student devote lots of time in the reading of unnecessary things. So getting the knowledge is a good thing,
Hmm.
but the qualifying the exam is another thing. Once you have the you have qualified the exam, you can get the knowledge from any time, like this, or this field is like at the last breath of us, this field is about learning. We will learn at each stage, and
Hmm.
it's like never lasting. This learning will not stop anytime. You can like, you cannot even completely learn a single topic. Like if I will say immunology, throughout your life you can study immunology, but you will not get the complete thing.
Right.
So
Right.
to acquire knowledge is a good thing, but you need to keep the thing in mind that you have to qualify the exam. So you should
Correct.
have a strategy according to that.
Right.
So for me, it does matter more that what you need to not to read rather than what you need to read.
Which
So
is
in this one, one funny question, which like more than 90% student used to ask that, sir, how many unit I should prepare?
okay.
So for me, this is kind of funny question, because it doesn't matter that how many units you are going to prepare, because each unit is important, and you have no need to complete the cover the complete unit. Like For example, I will take recombinant DNA technology. If we will go on the previous year paper from the Agrobacterium tumefaciens and this resistant digestion, we will get the question definitely. And if like you are planning initial 9 unit, you will leave this unit, and then you are going to lose the 8 marks. So from each unit, you need to focus that which topic is important rather than you need to go for particular unit. In fact, some institution also say like you need to go for like 9 unit is enough, 8 unit is enough. No, the topic is important and topic is enough, not the units.
Correct.
In fact, sir, student is like they want to minimize the things. And if you want to minimize the things in that way, which is more fruitful for you, rather than see if you are preparing the 9 unit, you need to prepare the complete. While in 14 unit, you can look over which is important topic and that is more fruitful. And there are some part in CSIR which have high frequency each year. In each semester, we will see that there are 22 to 40 topics in which you will get the question definitely. So firstly, prepare those part.
Correct.
So sir, one thing I used to give a talk in different colleges regarding the CSIR, ICMR, TBT, or there are like more than 20 exams in which student can appear. But most of student knows about only 3 to 4 exams.
Right.
Like one ICR net, there are very less who knows about that. One is ICPR. In ICPR, if I used to go to college, there are some faculties even who don't know about that. That there is this type of fellowship as well. So there are some fellowship, there are some exam with whom students are not aware, and they can avail them easily. So it's like to make aware about these things is really necessary and a deed of this time.
Right.
So just because of this COVID, I have stopped. Otherwise, I used to take the lecture on different colleges on some weekdays. Yeah. Yes, sir. That is completely enthusiastic and innovative, and I really salute you regarding this that you have initiated this thing, and like you are doing a great job and helping lots of students. In fact, earlier of this talk, I have mentioned, and yeah, like lots of things I have gone through this Bioimagine platform, like in neural cells and in confocal and in some other diseases. We can see that what are the things which is intervened or which are like pros and cons, or we have a good comparison. And like some answer itself, like in some study, we have some questions we can get answer itself from there. So it's really great and enthusiastic thing what you are doing. And about confocal or sir, doing training in this manner, like yeah, it's a need. Like whenever any student come into the lab, like not everyone belong to a good lab. Most of the student is like from those lab, like I am from CSS University Meerut. So I'm not too much trained from
in your
each
CCS
instrument.
also, in your CCS in 2019, I have installed one confocal system, the Department of Zoology.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
good,
glad
very
to
good
know that
system
in
there.
zoology. Yeah, I'm glad to know that in zoology department you have installed that system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually we lack lot of system, but the environment and the like approach is really good there. And I have done my dissertation there with Professor P.K. Gupta, and which is a renowned faculty in field of agriculture. Like in the West, we used to call him the god of agriculture. He has like more than 450 publication. In fact, his student Dr. Rajiv Vasne comes. If you have, if you know, the Dr. Rajiv Vasne, he is in Biocluse itself. So
Right.
he is
I
like
know.
in world top 7 scientists. So I have learned a lot from there. But in experimental way, there are a lot of things is lacking. So if we get some platform like this, so we can learn. So it's really helpful.
Thank you. I think
And
with people like you, I think my job is little bit easy. Right. So
yes, sir.
I think I would request you for one exclusive session only on the for the CSIR preparations guidelines. Just you can give a orientation to the upcoming people, to the aspirants basically, how they can groom themselves
Yes, sir.
for this. Sure. So I'm looking forward to
Yes,
it.
sir. That sure.
Okay, Vikas,
Not only
with this,
CSIR, in fact, DPT, ICMR, and other exams also. And if one don't avail the fellowship, what are the other options? What are the ways one can go? That also.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
I would like to give that. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think. See, small steps will add to a big thing sometime in the future. So it's
Yes.
my humble effort. It's your contribution definitely, and I appreciate for your time and for the wonderful talk which you gave today. With this, I will close today's session and look forward to your another exciting talk, or rather an interactive session with the for the CSIR aspirants, right?
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.